Mixing with my career building tip, attitude check. This is something that's come up recently with some students of mine, and so I wanted to talk about it. Not that I have any attitude problems with my students, or I have a personal attitude problem, but one thing that I realized was, which is kind of monitoring your own attitude and how you feel and how you work and how you communicate with people is so important to the relationships that you create in your business. And this is not about being fake. It's not about being, somebody else or like everything is always great and happy. But what I have noticed is that in all the amazing people that I worked with over the 30 years that I've been engineering, that the people who are most successful just seem to always have a real positive attitude about everything. So whenever a problem would occur or some kind of challenge would occur, it would always be like, oh wow, okay, so what are we going to do to fix this? It was never like, oh no, or oh man, or get like all really depressed about it or angry about it. Of course, there's some of that. You can have some disappointment and things like that. It didn't go the way you want. But the people that seem to be most successful are the ones that kind of took a positive attitude. It's like, how are we going to make this work? So now we got a challenge here. Let's look at the tools that we have. Let's look at the problem. Let's figure out the best way to solve it. And those are the people who get work all the time because one, they're learning constantly. They're constantly solving problem solving. They get really, really good at it. The level of communication is really good. So if there's a problem, they're really open with the artist or the producer. It's like, hey, we got this going on, and this is what I'm going to do to kind of fix the problem here, and and have a real positive vibe about it. And all of your communications with people are the same way. Now, the reality is that you're never going to have a great day every day. You're not always going to feel up to being upbeat, and that's okay. Because that's just reality and that's just kind of life. You're never going to feel like all perfect and happy and, all hunky dory every single day. You're going to have your ups and downs. The thing is like, how do you work with that? So in other words, if you're in a situation where you're just really, really feeling, not good, call comes in, it's like, maybe you shouldn't take that call. Maybe you should just say, okay, I'm not going to take this call right now because I'm not in the right frame of mind to take it. So you don't take the call. But if you have to take the call, and you start talking to the person asks you how you are, it's not like, oh, everything is great. It's like, man, having a tough one today, but I'm working my way through it, And then it's kind of like you've acknowledged the fact that, hey, things aren't going the way I want today, but you know what? I'm going to work it out somehow or another, right? And that's a real positive spin on something, a situation that you may not like. And when people see that, they feed off of that. They feed off of that energy. They feed off of that positive vibe. And it helps them to be more positive and more excited about what they do. And that's the whole thing. It's like it's something that is it's contagious. So when you actually bring that attitude into a session and you kind of get people resonating on that same vibe and then everybody is kind of working together, those people will hire you forever and ever and ever, and they'll keep hiring you over and over again. Why? Because you're making it fun. You're making it exciting. You're making it real. And you're bringing the best out of people. And that's really all you could ever ask for. So attitude check. Check your attitude. Know what it is. It's more important to know what it is than to try to fake your way over the top of it. And then finding the right way to present that so that you come across as real and not fake. Really, really critical. Really, really, really important, to be honest. So there you have it. There's a mixing with my career building tip. Check your attitude.